Hey everyone, welcome to another fun and exciting episode of Konsui Fighter Live. I am your co-host, Logan Jensen. And to grace us with their presence today, we have Shane Helms.
How's it going?
Sean Cornett. And my now fiance, Ellen Adams.
Yep. Thank you guys for joining us today. We got kind of a combined stream today, right, Logan?
Yep. Yes, that's right, Shane. It's going to be quite the excitement this afternoon.
For various reasons, which I'm sure everybody knows about. It's been a little while.
Yep. Yeah, it
Yes.
has been 2 or 3 months since our last stream, which there was this thing that happened globally.
Voldemort.
That has made us where we are unable to work from our studio here in Overland Park. So we're now back. We're excited.
Yep.
We're pumped to get Konsui Fighter back on track. So today we are here to discuss our updates to our beta 1.1.
Yep.
And then when we're done, we'll continue some of our Gundams that we were working on a few months ago.
Yep. So I guess I'll kind of run through. So yeah, even though the events of recent have impacted our ability to meet up, we've still been working really hard on Konsui Fighter, and we're thankfully lucky enough that we can kind of work from our respective homes without that really impacting us too much. So for those of you who've been following along, you know that if you join our early access, the current version of the game we have in early access is our official beta 1.0. And we've been working on the 1.1 updates. So we actually want to take an opportunity today to kind of show off a little bit of those updates that are going in, some of the highlights, as it were. So let's just kind of roll right in. So one of the first things we've updated in the build is the arcade setup has gotten a few updates. We've added some new animations that we'll probably be tweaking, but to kind of lead in the stack. And you'll notice the structure of the stack is a little bit different now. So we've added an encounter for our boss character Khan at the conclusion of the stack and fighting a mirror character, or what we refer to as nega or negative characters in the game. So you'll have to fight a tougher version of yourself. And of particular note, this is kind of what an encounter with the nega characters looks like. I kind of picked Kenta to show here because the second encounter of his story, which is another thing we've been working on right now, actually will show him facing off kind of a mirage version of himself and a variation of his stage. This stage we're only planning right now for this to be available in the actual story mode, but we might sneak a way in to kind of secretly toggle it for like local verses or something like that. So, yep, each character will have kind of an inverted version of themselves that you fight before taking on Khan at the end. However, Khan, if you noticed, is kind of locked. So I added a little placeholder sequence for now. You won't really be able to fight Khan until you reach a certain point in the story. So until you hit that point, there's just kind of a very generic, like, there's still a threat out there somewhere type of ending to the arcade stack, and then that encounter will unlock once you get to that point, and there's a little bit more of a blurb at the end. As far as mechanics go, one of the big updates we've incorporated in is some of the updates. We got feedback from PAX South this year about blocking. We made a couple tweaks to the blocking logic, which you can see here, to get a little bit more in line with the standard approach to blocks for a lot of other, 90s era fighters. So now blocking is triggered within a certain distance of the opponent, as long as you're holding back. If you go a little bit too far, it won't prompt. So here you can see these are in range back movements, but it should kind of show there's a limit to how far back when the opponent's attacking where it'll trigger. Also, if you block an attack as long as you haven't been hit, you can actually immediately cancel out of the block now to go into an attack. So that was a pretty big step, because I think the build we had at PAX, you would go through full block stun just whenever a block was triggered. So it didn't really allow for good like reversals of control. And then lastly, we do have a concept of snap blocks, which the video should get around to here. Basically, if you block tightly enough to when the opponent would hit you, it reduces your block stun by a little bit, so you can kind of respond a little bit more quickly. And that shows a prompt that pops up when you successfully do that. That should show here. So these are snap blocks, and there's a slightly shorter period before the recovery kicks in. I don't have a video to show, but Sean's also been working really hard on a lot of our AI tool set and improvements, and that's a big thing we're going to be talking about for the work going into 1.2, but we're doing a lot of the preliminary work now to kind of record the internals of what the AI is thinking and be able to play that back so we can analyze it a little better for balancing. So we'll have more to show on that, I think, in the future.
No video yet, since it's still kind of buggy.
Yeah, but we're getting there. We're getting there. You're getting pretty close in the capture logic at this point, I think,
that's
so.
pretty much it. It's the remote control logic.
Yep. I'll try to talk a little more quietly for this, but one of the other things that we've added in is the sound effects that accompany the stage. So there's a few examples here of some of the different stages and some of the different sound effects that we've added in each of the environments. The mix is a little rough. We'll obviously be refining that as we go, but we thought it was pretty exciting because some of these have really added a pretty significant amount of presence to the scene. So we're pretty excited to get this out in 1.1, so you guys can check that out. Yeah.
Get you in
Immersive. Exactly. Yasu doesn't have stage music yet. That'll be in 1.2, but her scene does have the sound, so it's kind of just really atmospheric right now. If you try it out. Yep. So one of the other things that'll be coming in 1.1 is the next chapter of story mode. And this chapter is Hitan's story chapter. So this adds some of her story and her two encounters and a little bit more of a Yumu's story into the mix. I think at this point I have like two small soundtrack pieces to wrap up to go behind some of the dialogue, and then it should be pretty much ready. And I've also been working, even though it's not included in 1.1, we've been working on this iteration on the scripting for the rest of the dialogue in Kenta's story. So that should be primed for release in the following build iteration.
Ready.
I'll give this a few more seconds to just kind of show off some of Hitan's story path. I feel like we had a couple other smaller mechanical adjustments that went in as well. Impact South would have been in this build.
We did some tweaks to her birds in particular.
Yeah.
Plus little bits here and there.
So, I think there's another refinement I need to add to cross-up logic that may or may not make the cut for 1.1. And another area just forward thinking that we'll be working on a lot too is polishing up the last couple gaps we have in the multiplayer. Okay, and then but yeah, that's just kind of a preview of like what we've been up to over the last several months and what you guys can expect. the next build's probably going to come out in the next several weeks as we kind of finalize the last couple tracks and scripting and other tidbits. But we'll have an update on social when we're ready to go live. So, and if you're not already, please join our early access. We really enjoy getting the feedback from players in the community, and just it helps support us as we work on getting the game done. So you can join just through the Google Play Store, searching for Konsui Fighter. The name is in the corner of your screen here, and or you can go to konsuifighter.com/early, and that will take you to the page where you can basically pre-purchase the game, which will evolve into the full version when that's released, and you can give us some feedback through our social channels. So.
Yep. Yeah. And we have an active Facebook and Twitter, so just find us at Konsui Fighter.
Yeah. We also hope to be doing these a little more regularly, other than every 3 months or whatever.
I mean, recent situation has kind of impacted our ability to do that, but hopefully we should be able to do these a little more regularly for you guys. I think this time slot will probably be a little more consistent. Saturday afternoons seem to be a pretty good slot for us now. So.
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah.
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 I don't work retail anymore, so I have weekends off.
Big difference. Regular schedule. Weird.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know, right? It's insane.
Oh, one other thing I just wanted to point out, not that anybody else can see, but on the whiteboard there's designs
all
for
sorts of stick figures
stuff,
drawn for you can see like a little
corner.
corner of it over here, sort of. Yeah, I kind of like whiteboard out a lot of the moves and hit profiles and movement structure.
Or sometimes when we're talking about networking, it just fills the blank.
Oh yeah, it's fun, fun stuff. But so we got some more Gundams to build or continue building.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I finished my last Gundam on our last stream.
Trying to show off that you
Yep.
build Gundams faster than all of us.
I am now working on Gundam Schwarzrider.
Close enough.
Nice.
All I know is it's black, gold, and it's got 2 big-ass swords, so it's dope.
Nice.
Pretty dope. I'm continuing to work on my master grade Sandrock.
Nice. I'm doing this full burst mode, Strike Freedom, which I've had for a long time, so I'm glad I'm finally getting to it.
And I'm wrapping up my Freedom Gundam, which I think I got the lower half done on the last stream. So I'm pretty sure I'll get him wrapped up today.
So, where was I? yeah, see? Torso and arms and head. Oh, can we do the...
Oh, yeah. So we have set up a new close-up camera here.
Hey, there you go. That looks awesome.
So you can we can show you guys some of the models a little bit closer up. So yeah, that's where Sean is. I have the opposite end of the spectrum, and I have Leg Man.
So much leg.
Leg and
So
torso.
much leg and torso. But
tried to focus it to the line.
Yeah,
it's hard with the other one there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What is that? I don't even know if I...
we'll also have to post some pictures to social later because we're still putting it together, but we did get a display case that we're going to be putting a lot of our Gundam models and things in. So yeah, we'll have to show that off once we get it all set up.
Yep.
I think I have... This is my Sandrock.
Yeah.
What's the...
Nice.
Oops.
Up
there!
He's destroyed.
If only I had the gif of the funeral dancing guys.
Oh.
All right, there's that. There's a lot of trash. I'll throw this away. Let's see, that goes there. This can go somewhere that's not gonna fall over, maybe.
Yeah, by the elbow's probably not the best idea.
Onto the leg unit.
I think I'm still assembling my
Leg unit.
arms.
Yeah. Did Logan also tell you he got a set of like holders?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a pretty good
That's
price.
a pretty sick deal. Just saying.
Yeah, that was pretty nice.
They're not like that one. It's the one that we have for like the cloud figure at home, where it's a base and then a thing that grabs
Like their waist.
Oh,
grab
gotcha.
their waist.
Are they Gundam ones or just
They say they fit Gundams.
stands? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They say that they fit
like high grade and down,
Okay.
or high grade, perfect grade, and down basically,
Yeah.
or real grade.
Yeah.
I keep getting perfect and real backwards for some reason.
Perfect is higher.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I just keep getting them backwards for some reason. I don't know why.
Perfectly real.
Yep. Okay, so I did the body unit. This is the challenge for today is what the heck was
What
the
was I
last
working on?
Yeah.
step that I completed?
I at least stopped at like a good
I
stopping point.
think the arm units. The only thing that seems weird is I don't see the side pieces for the torso yet. I guess they'll be...
Hey, you know what would have been smart?
Maybe.
If I took the instructions out when I put all these back.
You
Maybe.
know, it's a matter of opinion, I suppose.
These legs use a lot of sheets. Oh, gee. Yeah, so we were definitely looking forward to all the gaming news,
Of course.
but we can wait.
Yeah.
I mean, at this rate, we're probably going to have to wait till the consoles launch, but
Yeah.
oh well. Yeah, there was even some stuff that I didn't hear got delayed until today, but I'm not too surprised. I'm assuming we'll hear about PlayStation's rescheduled next week.
I believe they said they were going to announce the reschedule soon.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's just been such a odd year for gaming news.
Yep.
With even before the pandemic,
Yeah.
like with all the hubbub around E3 kind of falling away, and
Yep.
yeah,
Well, and even before that, I feel like both consoles were quieter than usual. So
yeah.
we'll see.
I have to assemble the shoulder unit next.
So I know we've talked about it. Is everybody still guessing the same price range
For PS5?
in Xbox?
I mean, I still think they're going to try to make the Series X 500, and I am betting that PS5, the version that you're going to want to get,
Yeah.
is going to be over 500, especially
Did they,
based on their
like,
comments.
So we believe that there will be two versions of the PS5.
I think they will probably have more than one at launch to try to have a version that's like cheaper, and that's going to be their way of like being cheaper. But I bet you that the specs are going to be undesirable compared to the more expensive
Yeah.
one, and you'd be kind of silly not to just get the pricier one.
Kind of like they've
deal.
done before, where like they had like the console with 1 terabyte, and then they had one with almost nothing
Right.
storage wise.
And I've said it to you guys, but I'll say it here on the stream. I hope I'm wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like, I hope Sony can figure out a way to get the PS5 to at least 500, but based on all the comments that they've been making about how it's going to be not cheap and not very well in supply, and some of the rumors that have been coming out of the industry about the cost, I think this is just another generation that's going to start raising the bar for expectations around console pricing.
Yeah.
And I think Microsoft's going to do everything they can to wait till Sony announces their pricing to try to undercut them.
Yeah. Because I think if anybody's going to undercut it, it's going to be Microsoft.
Yeah.
They have a lot more money to play around with. And Sony historically has just been more expensive, even before that other console. So.
I do laugh that the it's gone.
Oh.
Yep. It was funny though.
And it's gone.
We're all laughing at the funny thing.
I think he was saying it ironically.
Right. And whatever we were talking about before all that was what I was going to say. But
All the delays.
But yeah, I'm more curious at this point to just see what the launch Windows software lineup is going to be, because I do think that is one area Sony is going to be pretty impressive. I'm hoping that we get RE8 and Horizon 2 info,
Yeah.
and I think that there's a chance. I would love this to be true, but I don't know, that Horizon 2 could potentially be a launch title, because they've been working on it long enough and they already have a pretty solid starting point for it.
Yeah, it might be possible.
And there's been buzz about it for a few years now, being pretty impressive. So I'm curious just to see it, if nothing else. But I'm sure they'll have some new IPs as well.
I'd love to see some type of continuation for 7, but I feel like that's...
Good luck.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Good luck.
I mean, let's come back to this topic in like 5 years, maybe.
I could see him teasing it because, like, they could build enough to tease it.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, they've been working on it since November of 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah. Well, and even during this production, they were also still prepping for stuff for the next one. But yeah. I'm also curious if they'll ever show 16.
So I guess there was a big rumor that the 14 producer
Yeah.
was going to be
Working on it.
working on 16,
Yeah.
and they do what's called a producers live or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, according to the translator, that they are all false. That
Right.
he is not going to not work on 14 unless he is either ill or dead.
Or dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
Yoshi is pretty serious about 14. His life is tied to that freaking game now.
Well, they're still making so much from it. I don't see
Yeah.
why they'd pull him off, unless they're just being stupid about it. It's Square, though.
It's Square. Yeah, that's the correct answer. It's Square.
Well, and I still wonder, just like priority-wise, how much they're really putting into 16 versus the 7 remakes at this point.
Right.
So, I mean, they're big enough, you would think they could do 2 things at once, but I
But
really
it's
don't
Square.
know at this point, like...
Well, I think the problem is every project now, they put everybody on it. So it's like hundreds and
Right.
hundreds of people.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, on that particular thing that they're talking about, all of their staff is working from home.
yeah.
And
Japan's not really set up well for working from home.
well, according to what at least he said, is that they're all working at the same capacity
Well, that's good.
that they would be when they were at the office. So
Because, yeah, really for most game dev, like the main thing that would screw you up is motion capture and maybe music production, sound production. But at the same time, like, you at least, beyond like having an orchestra, like for sound stuff, you don't necessarily need a bunch of people in the room.
I was going to say, like, I do okay
Yeah,
with
exactly.
my setup.
Well, and
But,
they could do a lot of like placeholder
Yeah.
composition.
You
until they get
typically
one.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah.
like, that's supposedly the reason that Sony was worried, because they couldn't get a lot of stuff done in time for the conference.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this event they're planning is going to play out.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand, this would be a great opportunity for them to correct some of the marketing strategy they've had thus far and finally just unveil all the info and go deep in.
Yeah.
And I think they will, but I also have a feeling that there's going to be certain bits of information that are oddly going to be missing because there's going to be executives that think it's more strategic to wait longer.
Like they're gonna. I hope they don't stupidly like wait on the look of the console or the price or anything. Just tell us.
I think pricing is where it might get.
Yeah.
Like they might not nail down specifics on bundles and pricing. I'm pretty sure we're going to see the system. We're going to see the system. We're going to see the accessories. I wouldn't be shocked if we get a glimpse at PSVR 2.
Yep.
I think we're going to see a good dose of games and some updates on, the platform as a whole and PlayStation Network and stuff for what they're planning on doing. But
PlayStation Nation. Yeah, that's the other big thing actually is almost all the executives are different now. So
yeah,
it'll be a wholly different console. I think some of it's still pretty good people involved. Like the guy they have that was running the Horizon team.
Mm-hmm.
Gorilla.
Gorilla. He's now head of their international games, whatever.
Worldwide Studios.
Yeah. So.
C7C something.
Senor.
C28.
One.
Any other?
For those of you who are just joining us, this is Konsui Fighter Live. We are working on Gundams today.
For fun.
And we're talking about video games.
for
So
fun.
if you guys want to talk about anything next gen, current gen, anime,
Just anything nerdy by all means.
anime is I probably can't throw in my 2 cents.
Sure you
on a
can.
few
Unless it's
things.
like, I guess I've been watching My Hero, but that
Yeah.
was
But we haven't watched the new season, have we?
no
Which is how old? God.
crap. I cut the.
I'm getting behind on a few things.
Oh no, I didn't. Okay, never mind.
I have been reading a bunch of manga though.
Oh, that's not bad.
Found some good stuff. The pain is like, you spend hours to catch up on everything and then you're like, oh shit, I'm caught up. This is going to take
Now
like 5
what?
months to
Yeah.
get more stuff.
Because you're not the type of person that like, I gotta read it the day it comes out or whatever. It's like, I'd rather just, binge it.
Yeah, usually.
That was my relationship with Gantz for the longest time.
Oh, yeah.
I would completely forget about it for years at a time.
Yep.
Then I'd go back and go, holy crap, look at all this stuff I can read. Then I'd catch up all the way. I'm like, all right, cool. And then forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's over.
Forget about it.
Yeah, I've been using this pretty nice site, at least, that's not only free, but they keep track of what you're following. So I just favorite stuff, go as far as I can, and then wait.
Yep.
But also the problem is it's so convenient that I've found like hundreds of things.
Convenient.
Still would like it if there was a better way I could like do this thing but also support them, but the problem is a bunch of these are never even published over here. So
Weird. Okay. So this goes there.
I know Logan's been playing a lot of 14 still. Never ending.
Right, but I've actually beaten a lot of games.
Oh, I guess you have.
Like I beat Trials of Mana, which is really good.
on your second run now.
Yep, on my second run now. What did I beat before that? 7.
Yep.
7 Remake.
Yep.
And what did I do before 7 Remake? Even though it's nowhere near new, but I played the storyline of GTA 5. So I finally beat that.
Yeah, you
That's a
did.
long
I remember
playthrough.
that.
You still haven't played Control yet, Logan.
Neither have I.
Aw.
Neither have I.
I think it's sadder for you than
I
Logan.
know.
I don't know.
I thought about it this morning when I was getting out of bed. I'm like, you know what?
I
I
think
should start playing Control today.
I think Logan actually would like that game
probably
more
would,
than
yeah.
more than he would think.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me a lot of like the powers and things like Infamous or It just feels good. Like the combat feels really good to play.
Yeah. I'd be curious. They still have DLC for that, don't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first one came out.
Yeah.
The next one I think is coming this late summer, early fall or so. I haven't seen an update in a little while, but I haven't been following it. I barely started the DLC because I was testing out the new DLSS 2.0.
Yeah.
And it's pretty impressive. I hope the one thing about it is I hope in version 3, whenever that inevitably hits, that they
it's
can.
already been rumored. So.
Yeah. I hope that they can sort out making it look a little less over sharp. That's the only downside about DLSS 2. It does better at preserving and enhancing fine detail, like way more than one. One kind of has a shimmering effect on things like that, but it also kind of adds a little bit more of a sharp filter looking look to things in general.
Depending on which resolution you're coming from and going to, that kind of works out. But
I mean, I can definitely notice it more.
Which resolution?
I'm targeting so it's going from
like a 780 or
no, it's a hair below my native in 21:9. It's like 21 something by something. It's like
weird.
It's one of their supported like scale factors, but yeah, it's like a step below my native.
Yeah, because I heard the main thing is like if you go from like a 2K to a 4K or something, like that sharpening does kind of help.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like a sub-factor of the screen, but still, I mean, it looks way better.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, it looks really good. I just can notice that, which was one comment I heard a couple other people making, like, it does look a little sharper, or a hair over sharp, but honestly, for the other benefits, it's a good trade-off. So.
Yeah, that's the problem with sharpening filters in general, though. It's hard to balance that.
Yeah. Detach the entire arm.
Great.
All right.
Oh, it's one of those like pre-built arm sections. Yeah.
Interesting.
I read too soon and closed these two pieces when I was supposed to close them on another piece.
You broke it.
Oopsie.
So I had to use this little
spudger.
The prior.
The
spudger.
9C to wedge
it's handy
it out.
having those.
Sure the hell is. Oops, I missed one.
Okay, so just, place the... tear the hand off the arm.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Rip that thing off.
What kind of instructions are you reading?
Geez. I mean, apparently those of Justice Gundam? Gundam Justice, or Freedom Gundam.
You're getting your justice by ripping his arms off.
I guess.
Detach arm, remove
Oh,
hand.
I see. Because you have to kind of get this primed for... Wow, it's pretty crazy just how small some of these bits are. So does this go... Let's see.
Oh,
this twists 90 degrees, and then that articulates up. What?
Oh, my God.
I have to say, I think I'm finding my jam in the high grade and real grades. The master grade was fun to do too, and I wouldn't mind doing a couple more of those, but these are just, for me, at least just where I am right now with skills.
Sure.
I find these kind of enjoyable because it's a good balance of fine stuff, but also just kind of progressing without it taking 50 steps to build the arm.
One little cockpit inside of the Gundam.
I like the detailed ones.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot more work, but I also figured for the price, and if I'm only going to build so many of these, might as well go all out.
So many? We have built so many of these.
I still have so many to
build. Or at
build.
least I have built so many.
Okay.
Granted, so many is relative.
Yeah.
Because
so
compared to
a
other
lot.
people, I have not done so many.
But compared to some people do one or two and they're done. So.
Oh, what? This is just nuts. They have you like twist this thing all around to kind of put the pieces in the right alignment so that it has the simulated movement and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the action frame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only done like one of those.
No, I haven't had any that do the action frame
I
yet.
have to say.
I like the design of them.
A sticker.
On his endoskeleton?
Apparently.
Okay.
All right.
87. I have a feeling this is going to be a real... Oh my gosh.
Yep.
What?
XA3.
Oh my gosh. Does anybody have like a spare like X-Acto or something? Yeah, because I kind of need a fine tip to put these on. So remember when you were doing those really thin, long ones for the horn thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like that.
We have like super thin tweezers too somewhere.
Yeah, something like that. would
Oh,
work,
hey,
too.
I should take this. This is actually mine. This is the thing to work on my Dremel.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you want this, Shane?
That might be...
Yeah, let me try that, and then that way you can have that back.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
That way you also probably don't cut yourself.
I mean,
There's
you
straight
know,
ones,
I'm
too,
usually
if you want.
pretty good with X-Actos, for the most part. I've
Most
only bled a little.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Only cut off that finger once, and they reattached it.
It's fine. We only have finite movement in it.
Okay, so up here. That is so crazy. I'm not really looking forward to doing the other side of this because I have 4 of them to do.
Yeah, I'm way behind on games, but I did at least start Xenoblade Chronicles, the
Definitive edition.
definitive edition, the first one.
And I'm still addicted to Animal Crossing.
Yep. So that'll be the rest of the year.
That will be several years.
Yeah. Logan and I both got Clubhouse games when it hit yesterday.
I
Yeah.
might get that eventually, but
I mean, yeah, I don't. The only kind of annoying thing is like I doubt it'll go down in price
No.
just being a first party release,
that's what I
but
expect.
it is a pretty solid collection.
Yeah. I also just don't really have the time right now,
Oh,
so I might as
sure.
well wait.
It is kind of a good like filler game for when you just need to kill a little time between stuff, but
Well, I still pull up Solitaire on my phone. so
yeah.
F2.
There's another.
I have a stack of games to get started on.
You've still been
Whoa.
buying old games
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
Genesis? Or?
So, yeah, I've been collecting. So, yeah, I guess that's something I haven't really talked about on the stream before.
Sure.
But in the few gaps of time that I have between my day job and working on Konsui Fighter and stuff at home, I've been tinkering again with developing for Atari 2600.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, I mean, I looked into it several years ago, and I tinkered a little bit, but didn't do much. And I've been getting a little more of a robust, like, set of stuff I've been putting together for it here and there. But yeah, and you know, I've still been collecting a lot of retro Atari stuff, and now more
Holy
modern
Yeah,
T-shirts.
This
and
thing has an opposable
things.
thumb.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
crap, that's awesome.
Most of the high grade ones do, or higher. The
That's fucking bananas.
perfect grades usually have individual fingers, even if it's just like a solid finger.
Yeah, that's the embellishment I had to add.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, let
Just
me
a little bit of shine.
I'll pull up the close-up cam in a second here. I got to reconnect to our
Oh yeah.
control system, but yeah, I've also been expanding my Dreamcast collection, and I got another set of games this week. So I got Resident Evil 3, which is the last of the Resident Evils to get for Dreamcast. So I have the collection of those. I need to get the remake.
Oh yeah.
At some point. That's on my short list. I think 2 is probably what I'm going to play after I get through 7.
Yeah. In general, I heard 2's better.
Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of know what to expect with 3, but it'll still be fun. I got Toy Commander, which is kind of this pretty fun game where you're controlling like toy airplanes and tanks and trucks and things inside of this house and trying to complete missions, and there's other kind of evil toys that are out to to screw with you.
When you say that name, it reminds me of that old movie where the toys would like come to life. It was like a live action one, but the toys had like AI or something in them, and they all started fighting each other.
Soldiers?
Small soldiers. Yeah. It's kind of something like that.
Yeah.
But more vehicular missions and combat and stuff.
Nice.
Let's see, I got Quake 3. I burned a copy of the never released Half-Life 1 port, which in my opinion works very well on Dreamcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like 2 others that I got this week. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he was saying that people were complaining because Half-Life was loading slow. It's like, have you played Half-Life?
Well, I think they were more complaining about the number of load points, but
Yeah.
I'm like, at least as far as I've played, they seem consistent with the PC version, and the load times at a load point are like 5 to 10 seconds.
Yep.
Like, again, if you were playing on a PC of that back when the Dreamcast was a thing, that probably would be pretty consistent.
Yep.
I'm sure by today's standards, it's different, but
then arguably you still have
right.
some games that still take 15 seconds and you die constantly.
So eventually I may actually play through the Dreamcast version just to see what it's like, and how close it is to the full one. I have been told that it's supposedly the full thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do think this...
do we have chat?
Let's just say that we had a bunch of trolls.
Oh, okay, cool.
So now that this is set up to actually like be seen in general areas.
Yeah.
So
Some people are joining.
It was Mixer was full of it, and I was just
a lot
like,
of trolls.
Where I was like, oh, haha, that's cute.
So yeah,
First time I've had to deal with that.
This
Fun.
is the I'm not focusing very well, but those little shiny bits are the stickers that I had to put on with the tweezers there.
No thanks.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do 2 more at some point in here.
That's one of the reasons I switched to this one from that other one, because that had like sheets and sheets of tiny ass stickers.
Yeah.
Like if you look in the box, like his entire front has like all this tiny text on it. It's like, oh, I'm gonna come back to that.
I think I'm back to actually attaching some pieces to this.
Crazy talk.
Oh, San Francisco Rush is the 2049 was one of the other ones I got. Because then you were like, well, what about Rush 2? I was like, fine. And you sent me a really good listing for one, so I was like, I'll grab that one.
Yeah, and the guy was super cool. And
He was. He messaged me just to let me know that he was going to clean and test the cart and all that.
Nice.
It's in really good shape. And
Yeah, I'm curious what all that classic game stuff's gonna look like when we're really old.
well, that's part of why I'm kind of collecting a good chunk of it now.
Yeah.
I mean, I have over the years, but
I think emulators will help keep it alive to some
let me
extent.
tell
Yeah.
you about something how it was back in the day.
It's only gonna get more and more rare.
Right, it's going to turn into what we think about antiques.
Oh yeah. Yeah, imagine the Antiques Roadshow with like an Atari.
Hey, it's an Atari. Wow, how rare.
This is a 100-year-old Atari.
And it actually works.
Not full of dust.
It's going to be like the South Park episode when Cartman gets a
Oh,
Wii
yeah.
in the future, but
Yeah.
they don't
Oh,
they don't have a way to plug it into the TV.
yeah, if you're getting an authentic Atari, that's already kind of an issue for a lot of people. However,
you gotta go try to find a CRT TV.
You need to make sure that your panel still has a analog tuner. Which most of them don't anymore. So your only best bet is to get a converter box or just buy like a modern Atari system, which I got. I have I think it's a 4-switch Atari, not a 6er, but I have like a classic wood grain one. But I went ahead and bought like Hyperkin's Retro N77, which is their newer Atari. So it's kind of nice because it has HDMI outputs, save states built into the system, some other options on it, and it's running one of the current like really good Atari emulators.
Well,
so
I made that look a lot worse than it was. Oh well.
What did you do?
It's like this gloss plastic, and so I snipped it, and so I tried to clean off the part where it's snipped, but then it just kind of scraped everywhere around it.
Yep.
You gotta be very careful.
So now it's battle damaged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just scratched from that last battle. There we go. That's an awkward position to snap this. Let's see. Okay, good.
Oh man.
I might be able to finish these legs by the end of it.
So I guess another current thing, Sean's been in the process of getting a new car.
Yes. Been not that I really need it. My current car is still pretty good to me. But yeah, I've been wanting a Tesla for a while. And I was going to go for a 3, but I've been hearing so many good things about the Y. And for not much more, it's just a newer built car and more storage. So I got that.
Could have went with the same.
Because boy, when you think
In
about a
2
Tesla,
years.
you think about storage.
Actually, you kind of do. They have a lot of storage for their size and class. Because you have the front, the back, and then a lot of times, like the Y, you can actually lift up the covers in the back, and there's even more storage basically to the floor.
It's like my spare tire wall,
yeah.
basically.
But I have 2 of them.
Yeah,
In the Y.
yeah.
So
This little thingy.
yeah, they have an option for a 3rd row of seats, but it looks super cramped from what people have shown or guessed. And that's not like I need that many seats.
Are you sure?
Not yet.
I want an entire row to myself.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You get the back. Essentially crammed in the trunk.
And Logan's been doing some work on his car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being all fancy.
Yep. Stage 3 now, baby. Woo.
For those of you that know, that's good.
That's good.
It's not cancer. It's
Right.
I mean,
It's like initial D, stage 3. That's good.
it is like a disease in a way, because you just can't stop.
yeah, it just keeps progressing more and more.
It's just more money. And then then when you're next to people who are also driving fast cars, you're like, hey, I'm fast too now. Because there was a Corvette, myself, a Ford Lightning,
Lightning.
a Camaro, and a WRX. And we were all
Going north on 35 together.
going 35.
Not
Way
going
over.
30.
No,
We were going.
not
we were
going
on,
the speed limit either.
Right. We were all kind of.
We
were kind of testing the speed limits, I guess,
Of your car.
of
Take
our
it
cars.
to the limit.
So that was fun.
I just assume that most, like, sporty car owners hate my car. Or hate Teslas in general.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Because if anything,
I
like,
don't think so.
it can-
Gasoline! Yeah, muscle power.
I
It's
don't
not
know.
as loud, but it also beats a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people are generally just car enthusiasts, so
Yeah.
they at least from what I've seen in a lot of like videos in the community, a lot of people like are just as equally interested in them.
That's what I'd hope, because they're still good cars.
Yeah.
But
Nah, get that electric shit out of here.
I think the ones that are pissed are the ones that are like, yeah, I want to coal roll you or whatever.
Yeah.
Screw the environment.
Yeah, let me get my truck out. Yeah.
But-
truck. PC. That's what I thought that was it.
Yep.
Yeah, the would I wouldn't mind a Tesla, sure, but like I can't really afford one.
But he can afford all these upgrades to his car.
Yes, because that's
Just let's not get
I mean, it's whatever you're into, but
For me, like
besides, I mean those. So a Tesla,
mhm.
like the Tesla, if I was going to get one, would be the Cybertruck because it's cool looking.
It is cool looking.
And
Yeah.
that's it. That's the only reason why I would get it.
However, I would say if they made like a sporty
hatch.
sedan that was in that style, I'd be on that.
I mean,
Or a
between the
hatch.
Y
If it
and
was
the
Right,
a hatch,
like a
I'd
hatch
be
or something.
the between the 3 and the Y, that's the closest because
Right.
mine is more of a hatch.
Yeah.
The Y is more of a hatch.
Yeah.
So
But
like a little hot hatch. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah,
and then I put speakers on the outside
to make noise.
No, I'm kidding.
There's supposedly a law
Oh,
that they might have to do that.
Yeah.
They've shown it off in like an early version, and there's a spot for it already on. I think it's by the front bumper.
Yeah.
So, in theory, I can install my own and just make my own noise. Yeah, it'd be hilarious. Make it sound like a junkie.
Like the old Looney Tunes type.
Yeah,
noise.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's just more about the driving experience. Like, I still would love somebody to make like a hot hatch equivalent electric
Yeah.
that still has a bit of manual transmission and
Yeah,
stuff.
yep.
I know a couple people have experimented here and there with that, but nobody's really committed to it because I think they just
Yeah.
don't feel like the market in
They
general,
wanna
like the
cater- they don't want to cater
well,
to that audience.
the auto industry in general is trying to kill off hot hatches, and it kind of depresses me.
Except in the UK.
Right.
Well, yeah. They also just
They
don't have as much
love
room.
hatches. Hot hatches there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think the most U.S. market's just leaning towards massive cars for some reason.
SUVs, God.
Well,
don't
because
understand.
that's what's marketed to them because they
Yeah.
cost more.
Well, and they also feel like it's safe, which is usually not
Sure.
true.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't also understand a lot of the like designation of an SUV anymore. Like mine is technically going to be an SUV. It's
Yeah.
like, but it has
The
nothing
line
to
has
do.
gotten so blurred.
Yeah. It's just a slightly bigger S or a slightly bigger 3. So why
Right.
is that a? It has almost a bit of a hatch, therefore it's an SUV. But it's also like that. What was it, the Magnum or whatever, that was trying to say, "Oh no, we're not a station wagon." It's like, no, you're a station wagon.
Right.
No, we're a manly man station wagon.
Okay. It's a station wagon.
Yeah.
Right, but wagons have their place too.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just funny how they were like trying to market
Not
it as like,
anymore.
oh, this is for men.
Like Europe has wagon STs.
Well, right, but like, when was the last time you saw a station wagon
Right.
I mean,
actual, yeah.
in the U.S.?
I mean, we do have a Subaru Forester.
What'd you say?
We do have a Subaru Forester. Just saying.
Oh,
Quite
that's
a station.
true.
It's close.
I mean, it's a wagon.
yeah, yeah.
That's
See,
true.
that's more of an
Subaru
SUV.
is like the only people that
But
still
yeah,
make
yeah,
wagon-esque.
yeah, yeah. I've said it before. I really hope Ford changes their stance on killing all these models in the U.S. It's crazy that
too.
as an American company,
Mhm.
they want to offer the fewest options here
Yep.
when they could be like catering to a broader market. But
Yep.
whatever.
Well, I mean, at this rate, Tesla's kind of taking their place.
They kind of are, yeah. That's
which
the thing.
is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's something I never even imagined would ever happen.
Yeah.
Especially during my lifetime, that an electric car company would actually become a giant.
Dominate, yeah.
Right. Because companies have tried electric cars before, and it's crashed and burned hardcore because of lobbying from.
Well, it's a lot of things. It's lobbying. It's the fact that they don't want to change anything. Like they're mostly taking a design and then buying somebody else's batteries, buying somebody else's electric motor, and like cramming it in there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Tesla, they started with somebody else's design just to get started. Now they're like building everything from scratch. Like there's this guy.
Do they still have that graveyard of electric cars? There was like one
somewhere.
model of electric cars that they like bought back.
Oh.
And it was like a huge graveyard of them.
I
I
think I
can't remember what
remember
it was.
Probably the EV one.
I think that might have been it.
Yeah. So I've been watching this engineering guy who his company, like, what they do is take apart cars and all kinds of things in different industries and figure out like how it's built, how to build it cheaper, what they could have done better, and then they sell those reports back to other companies. He just took apart the Y recently, and it's kind of blown up because it's the first time he's been streaming all this. But it's neat to see how he sees how they've improved from the 3, and like he did work on the EV1, so he had some stories about like why that failed.
Yeah.
And it was kind of
I think
similar.
I watched
like,
a documentary about that.
yeah,
That's
there's a
why I
famous
know.
one. But he was even saying like a lot of it is just that they didn't run it properly. It was
Yeah.
kind of like a hobby, and then they dropped it. Like, so.
I have an arm, like one arm.
I like how that was a question mark. I have an arm.
Well, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything, or okay. So this is the right arm. Okay.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Right. Ron Burgundy?
Wait, what? This can't be the right arm. Oh no, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at this backwards.
I don't believe it.
I don't know how to attach you though.
Can't Habib it.
Oh, we're done with this piece.
Oh, no, it goes like that.
Still not a lot of chatting happening.
Nope.
But yeah, I'm curious, because I know you've ridden in a Tesla before, Logan. I'm curious what
He's
both of you
driven
think of
that
this one.
crazy one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna let me drive it, then sure, I'd
Then
be happy
fuck yeah.
to. And I know I'm not gonna like floor it. No, I'm not gonna crash
You
it
are.
into something. Why the hell would, oh, well, I am gonna floor
He's
it.
going to exempt himself from liability when, you know.
No,
It wasn't my intention to crash
not
it.
No, probably not.
no, it's not my baby. So I mean, I can be respectful.
Never intended.
He's just going to go at 15 miles an hour. And
I'll just be like, yay, I'm moving. 39. Where is? Sorry, 29.
But yeah, that should be soon. Yeah, I got the message today that... So I changed it to the performance model at the last second, and I blame these two. It's all your fault.
I really
Sure.
Yeah,
Making me
yeah,
spend
I
more
was
money.
there. It's bullshit.
I was back and forth anyways. But I kind of changed it late, so they kind of started shipping my other one without me realizing. So it was scheduled for delivery on the 18th, but that's not going to happen at this rate.
It'll be worth the wait.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Except for all the extra I had to pay in wheels and tires.
It'll be worth it.
It will. It will. Once he gets it, he'll forget all about the time he had to wait for it. It's going to be...
Well, it's sad because, like, I'm not in a rush, even though I do want it. I keep thinking about it. But it's just not knowing. Because, like, I started ordering it during all the pandemic crap because I was bored. And
I'm bored.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop
you know what?
$60,000.
You know what? I'm bored. It's time to buy a fucking Tesla.
I wasn't doing much else.
Got some extra fucking cash laying around.
Well, so I was already reserving, like, 5 to 10K for going to Japan, and that got canceled, so that's part of it. But, yeah, so it was just not knowing, like, where in the process it was, when it was happening for, like, a month or two. Like, I didn't even know it was, like, almost ready to ship until I called them this week. It would have been nice to see updates of, like, yep, we're in this part of the process.
We've started your order. Okay, it's done.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
2 months later. But
So
yeah.
so how does so typically, at least when there was the stores, they have like people that are their job is to like basically educate the owners how to. So do you have like a person assigned to you?
So
it's
to educate you.
Educate. It's kind of tricky with a given situation. They have a touchless option, which I don't
touch
know.
me.
Yeah, basically. I don't know if that's still the standard or if it's optional now, but we'll see when I get there. In a way, I kind of don't need it, but it might be nice to just get like a reviewer.
Yeah, I mean, more than likely, I don't know, I would do it. Even if I spend all this time researching, it's like, nah, I'd still like to, because I'm sure there's something that I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain parts of the menu I won't know until I mess with it, so.
What the hell? Isn't this just...
So do these cars have ludicrous speed, or
No.
is that not really a
That
thing anymore?
is an S or X thing. The, or I guess Roadster as well. The 3 and the Y only have their performance mode.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Which honestly, it's not that different. Like, I think you can shave like a second off if you go to an S ludicrous, but...
Right, I mean, you're going to be going 90 before you even realize.
Basically, yeah.
So I wouldn't be too worried.
Nope. And yeah, I'm gonna protect this one more than my current car. So like, I don't know if you heard, Ellen, but I've been doing research on the like wraps and paint protection film. I'm probably gonna go with paint protection film, and then there's like a matte version.
Hey, my name's Matt.
Matte. Only Matt's can buy
I haven't had my muffin yet, Matt.
it.
I've got arms and torso.
Nice.
Let's bring it this way.
Damn it.
Well, little behind the scenes, we finally have a preview like screen behind the camera.
Yeah, I guess we didn't really mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually see what's going on. You can see I can look at how my terrible self-cut hair looks.
Oh, mine,
Yeah, me too.
mine is a mess. I'm just ignoring it.
I'm
Or
slowly
how
getting the
bad
hang
my
of.
posture is while I'm cutting
yeah.
these things.
I'm slowly getting the hang of cutting my hair, but I haven't trimmed it again since the last time. It needs to get a little more volume again.
A head and a torso.
Boy, it
Yeah.
saves a lot of money.
Yeah. I'll probably go back to my lady this next month or so.
I have an appointment that right when I get back from LA,
Yeah.
which I kind of wish I had it before then, but oh well.
Yep.
I get it. Things happen.
Okay, so this goes up. Interesting. So yeah, we know Ghost of Tsushima's coming. Cyberpunk got delayed, but it's coming.
Hey, CD Projekt Red can take as long as they fucking like.
Except maybe not next year. I want it sooner.
You know what? I'm chill about it.
I mostly am.
I'm so chill about it. I'm like, you know what?
She's just saying that because she has Animal Crossing.
Uh-huh. She's something to distract her.
Right.
Yes.
So if she didn't have Animal Crossing, it'd be like, oh my god, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
I still don't think so.
My that's my probably most anticipated game, so been a little antsy on that. They at least are showing off more soon. I think that got pushed to the end of the month.
Mm.
Yeah, the 23rd or 26th
Yeah.
or something like that. Yep. Let's see
Okay. 1 page done.
Yeah. I'm like halfway through the next arm.
Page 16. Yep.
Oh, okay. I couldn't understand where this like diagram. I'm like, how is this fitting in there? Look to the next picture, and I'm like, oh.
You just gotta like really force it in there.
Jam it in there. There we go. Kingdoms of Amalur. Amalur. The Re-Reckoning.
Yep.
Let me just tell you how
excited he is.
How ecstatic I did.
Yep.
It
still sucks what happened at that studio because I was looking forward to more from that.
Well, yeah, they had the MMO they were working
Yep.
on, which looked pretty good. They
Yep.
had a sequel working on.
They were working on more things?
Yes.
Weren't
Yeah,
they
they
the
were.
ones that like
It was a big fiasco.
Yes.
screwed up like grants with the state of
Yes.
Rhode Island?
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't pay him back. So they just
Yeah,
bankrupted
it was
him.
just a hot mess.
Yeah.
Beyond that,
But that was more on the
The
management
owner.
or the owner of 38 Studios, which was some
Yeah.
baseball player.
Yeah, it was like, what?
Yeah.
Something to do with baseball.
Yep.
I feel like there's almost a Tiger King-esque story there. Almost.
Should
Not
pitch it to Netflix. Get it
Yeah.
greenlit.
Thanks for calling Netflix. You're greenlit.
I've seen like summaries of the story.
yeah.
But yeah, there was an MMO in the same world and a sequel that
Wow.
was in the works.
It was a good game. I started it, and I could definitely see what people liked about it.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. In a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't finish it now because now I can play a slightly higher res version.
I
But
was telling Shane yesterday, I'm like, so this sucks because I want the collector's edition, but I don't want the game physical. So I bought the collector's edition on PC because it was cheaper,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna buy the actual game on Xbox.
Okay.
And
Do you want me to just buy the PC copy from you?
I mean, sure, but it's a disc, so I don't know how
it
you.
doesn't come with a key, or I assume they're going through Steam.
Yeah, you're
or
right.
something.
Maybe there is a key in there. Sure, you
We'll
can buy that
see
from
what
me.
Yeah,
Problem solved.
because I would play it on PC.
There we go. All right. See,
This is what friends are for, to buy shit from you.
Yeah, exactly.
well, because I used to be all about the no, I want the disc, and now I'm like, no, I don't want no damn disc.
I have too many damn discs.
I just want. I don't want to get up.
You shouldn't go hang out in my loft.
Well, yours is different because yours is like
Collector's
retro games.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can't put
Get 'em
that
any other
digitally
way.
on a
I still get a lot of
on a
physical
Nintendo
stuff
64.
You kind of can.
Yeah.
I mean,
I still get a lot
Flash your own
of
card.
newer physical games.
Right,
too.
which is great for me because if I wanted to sell you any of those, I could. But unfortunately,
it's
like,
great for me because I could get money.
Yeah, I hate the fact that like you can't get some games anymore. Like that's the biggest problem about digital, but it is just more convenient at this rate. Beyond the like collector's aspect of it.
Well,
Like, I
and
still get
as
some-
long as all the marketplaces stay alive.
Yeah, exactly. That's my main concern.
Like, where are we going to be in a decade or two?
Yes.
Like,
I'm actually kind of shocked that Steam is still working, but I guess
Yeah.
they're making enough.
weird.
Just I don't expect most things in the PC industry to last that long.
well, it's also kind of the like main thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only place to get some of that stuff. It is the market. Even though I think Epic's trying to get up there.
They've been doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still building chunks of it out. And I like their free games and their policies and how they play people and all that. Have you been getting any of those free games?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, because like, yeah, GTA 5 was one. I should have just done that. But I mean, like, I already have it on the console, and I don't think I'm going to be playing it. I would only get it just to play something with you guys.
Yeah.
Where's the 4?
Notes. 16.
Oh, dude, one of these stickers is probably
Probably yep.
And that's when he knew.
that it was
There
going.
was no way.
That it was going to suck. Get the tweezers, because we're gonna need it.
Where does this plug in?
Oh, good. I was like, oh god, no! Did I just take the wrong sticker
You
off?
just fucked it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
All right.
So I guess Tyler and I have been playing. Well, we've been still playing like a lot of StarCraft. We're playing still some of those maps.
Oh,
Nice.
You guys ever want to like join? We got some other ones that
You
are
want to
fun.
play until 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Like
Play-
they're
play
fun for a
StarCraft
bit.
for 8 hours straight.
They just get very repetitive, and then some of them are kind of broken after a while.
But we've been playing Minecraft Dungeons,
Oh, you have.
Yeah, that we need to try out sometime.
which that one's been pretty fun.
Glitchy as fuck, though.
Yeah.
It is on PC. On Xbox, we didn't have any problems, but
Main
On
issue I heard
PC
is it's
for
a
sure.
little simple, but it's kind of what it's meant
yeah, I mean,
It's a kid's game.
I would
Kinda.
not
to be.
play
My
it.
first Diablo.
Ha!
I would not play it by myself. It would be way too boring.
Sure.
Like Ellen can play Diablo by herself. I don't understand how she could do that.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking fun.
I played a lot of Diablo 3 by myself.
And I mean, I guess I can play 2 by myself,
Right, so shut up.
but yeah, Minecraft Dungeons, I don't think I could play by myself.
I still think you would like Path of Exile. It's what Diablo 3 probably should have been.
But it's okay because we have Diablo 4 coming out.
Yeah, but I'm
Yes.
kind of not expecting much from that.
Yes.
Hey, at least it's not a mobile game.
Yeah,
That-
for now.
Did that, like, ever pan out?
I don't
It's
know.
still in. I'm assuming it's still in development.
Oh, okay.
Probably, knowing them.
I just remember the shit show that happened when they,
Oh, yeah.
announced it, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Straight up booing, and they're like,
What the
what?
fuck is this?"
I thought you guys would like this.
No, asshole. Do we look like mobile gamers to you?
Well, I mean, it's also like the Skyrim mobile game.
Yeah.
Did you ever even try that?
No.
I tried it just to see.
I had no interest whatsoever.
It's exactly what you'd expect. Like, it's simple. It's kind of buggy. It just sucked.
There's no point.
Like I said, like what pisses me off about all this is it doesn't have to be this way.
No.
Mobile platform is fully capable of running solid games.
Yep.
But nobody wants to actually invest. I mean, notwithstanding this group,
Mm-hmm.
but
yeah,
nobody wants to invest the kind of work to really produce quality like games for it. Which, on the other hand, I think presents an opportunity. But
Yeah. It just
Yeah.
sucks because, it kind of hurts the entire market because then everybody thinks, oh, all these games must suck.
yeah,
All these games must constantly ask for money.
Yeah, they're either garbage or they're freemium games.
Yep.
And those aren't garbage.
That's still garbage.
Right. No, I mean like they're in the same class.
Mm-hmm. Shit. Yeah.
You must become class 4. I find it okay. So in
Trials of Mana.
Trials of Mana, thank you. There's a point at the end of the game
Well, you beat the game
where you beat the game, and then it's like end game
plus
stuff.
ish,
Yeah, that was new for this version.
Yep. And
where you get to go to class 4.
I
and
didn't
it's
even
really
know there was a
funny to
class
hear, like, in-game characters be like, you must upgrade to class 4, and I'm like,
That's
who the hell says
the
that?
lamest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I think they just gave up. At
It's
that point.
kind of like
Probably they're just like, yeah, we've done all this work. The game's done. Let's just throw this crap together.
It's kind of like
It's a bonus thing.
this is definitely not clipping like how they're saying it does.
Clipping.
Oh, there we go. Like
/ no clip.
there we go. Attaching, I guess.
There we go.
The,
So I've finally got the arms attached there. Yeah, you can
Nice.
see the
Without
little.
a head.
Yeah, you can see the fine stickers there that I had to put in.
See? Totally worth it.
He's so skinny.
Yeah.
I'm not used to
It's Torso Gundam.
Same type pod Gundam.
Nice. He's just gonna stand right there, be nice and comfortable.
I kind of need that back.
Oh,
Head unit. Oh no, I see a lot of sticker symbols.
Yep.
Have fun.
That's always how
not the stackers. J1. J1. See, what's really nice is this had a lot of little ones. Like a lot of little, what are these called? Like these pieces?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sheets.
Well, where all the pieces you got to cut from.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it has a lot of these little ones.
Yeah.
And I'm done with them, so I could just throw them away.
Yes,
And
but
that's
make
great.
sure first that you don't
Yeah.
have anything left.
Yeah, I can just throw them out right now and not even bother to check and make sure that I got all the stuff off of them.
Oh
Well,
shit,
do you
where's
have this piece? What? I don't remember that. Oh, wait a minute. That's what happened the last time.
Yes.
I was
That's
not
why
going to
we're
say anything.
That's
Yep.
right,
but,
because there was something that was so small
Yep.
that I didn't even
Yeah.
realize. Yep.
Yeah. So small.
So small.
There we go. That's better. Oh, no, sorry.
Well, see, now you guys, I've only had thrown away these two. This has nothing, and this has nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
B6.
Yeah, okay. So those are safe to pitch. Let's see, J1,
Okay.
10, 11.
So you need to go here. So I feel like they were missing something in these instructions because these shiny pieces have these extra nubs I have to keep cutting off. Otherwise they won't fit on there properly. But there's nothing that mentions that. You're just supposed to know. Because usually if you don't, it'll highlight to say not to cut. But like some of these, it will straight up like not fit together because they'll overlap the piece you're pushing together.
Oh
Okay,
God.
time for some more tiny stickers.
So like
Oh God. What have I done?
if you see these little black nubs,
Mm-hmm.
they overlap what I'm pushing together. So like
Is that where it was attached to the sheet?
yeah, it goes up and then out. So I cut off the out, but then it had left a little nub I had to cut
Yeah,
off.
it's probably just not
So
very flush. You have a small file, don't you?
yeah, but just cutting it's fine. It doesn't have to be super flush. I didn't chip the paint now that I look at it though.
Ah, okay, that's what that is.
73. It's the eyeballs, and they're all gold and sparkly.
You go like this. There. Yeah, it's sad how far behind in games I am. Like I also have trials. I hadn't started it. There's a bunch of stuff.
You started 7.
Yeah, I started 7. Got to Walmart it.
Oh, keep going. Keep going. That's the
Yeah.
worst place to stop.
Yeah.
Seriously. That part of the game is, they spent a lot of time.
That's what I kind of gathered.
A lot of time perfecting that. And it shows.
Yeah.
Well, for a while, like almost everything they showed was like roughly that part of the game, so I kind of assumed. CC.
Oops, crap.
Oh, 74, 75, 72.
A 23,
Bingo.
21, and 15. All right. A 15, where are you at?
Or 73. What? What?
Okay.
Okay,
Instructions should never give you a choice.
So,
They do sometimes,
well,
actually.
no, this is what's baffling me about this choice, okay? There's one piece, or one sticker piece, that is the black base for the eyes with the gold eye foil over it.
Yes.
They also have another version where the eyes are just like clear. And
Yes.
I get that, right? You might want it to be clear or illuminate this or whatever.
Yeah.
However, they're also saying optionally, you can also put these other two eye stickers on top of the clear one. They're gold. So it's basically the same thing as the other sticker that's combined. I don't know why they included like separate things that make it the same thing that the other thing is. It's really odd. But
Yeah, because I've seen versions where they're like, you can have this color eye or this color eye. Or, yeah.
yeah, that's so bizarre. Okay, well.
How's
I assume there's like some story reason to pick one or the other of some of these. No, I'm going to pick the one where he was mad because he had red eyes. I feel a little bad that I haven't seen Gundam in a long time. I'm way behind, but Gundam's always just a lot,
Yes, it is.
so.
Did I do? No, I didn't.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Ah, okay. Makes sense now. I have an elbow.
Yeah. Now it makes sense. Elbow.
I have part of my leg.
Ooh. Isn't that the one that I just... Isn't that like a
Freedom?
like a good version of the one I just did?
I think so. I think you've done a freedom. I think I have another freedom as well.
Well,
I feel
that's
like-
what I'm
No,
doing.
you're doing.
I'm doing
You
it.
Oh,
did,
you're doing
You
freedom.
did.
Yeah.
Wow, it just. Astray and strike mode.
Yeah, I have like 3 Astrays. But yeah, so that's kind of funny. I forgot that, yeah, we're both doing freedom.
Mm-hmm.
But this is burst mode.
Full burst mode.
Totally different. Things look like golden and stuff. Yeah, I look occasionally, just in case there's any new models coming out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What did you do?
I snipped this thing.
Did it say not to snip the thing?
Must have.
Oh, it's because I was looking at that one. That's why.
Oh.
It's one of the it's one of the PC pieces,
Yep.
and it's
PC
because I'm on the row below that one. So I've already done that row, and I looked at that. I was like, oh, I need that one. Whoops. B.
This came off one of the arms. I think. Wait, no, this came off something else.
My legs are frozen solid. You're gonna have to cut them off. I can't, because I've already cut off my own arms. SpongeBob reference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was watching some random YouTube react, try not to laugh type thing last night. It was anime memes. There was a bunch of like SpongeBob references.
Did you say anime memes?
Yes.
Why was...
Because they would take SpongeBob and like blend it with anime memes.
Oh, that's
So they'd be like SpongeBob / JoJo. There's some good ones. I almost was going to find one and send it to you. I'm curious what you would think of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That's actually one of the next Dreamcast games on my short list.
It's that old?
It's pretty old.
Yeah.
JoJo's has been several different series.
Yeah.
No.
Essentially, every series, they kind of like redo it, and it has the same idea, but just like a different time period or setting.
Something, yeah. But bizarre is the best way to describe it.
Yep. They just like to have fun. Yeah, the main character always has Joe something in his name. Jotaro.
Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
What did I just do?
What did I just do?
I just cut off a piece I didn't mean to. Christ
What did you
almighty.
do?
Well, that's gonna go in there for now.
What the hell is
I'll
wrong
lose
with
it.
G11.
you?
Have we talked about like upcoming stuff, or is there going to be another stream?
In relations to what?
2.2. The next, build for our game.
I guess
1.2?
1.2.
The next build iteration? I mean, we've touched on it briefly before.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, some of the big things we'll be working on from 1.1 to 1.2 are getting Haku assembled and playable in game. Although, I don't know, I guess, because he's going to be unlockable for release, is the thing.
Yeah.
So,
I know you have more music.
Yeah, more music and story, obviously. The AI
polish.
updates are another big, balancing adjustments for that. But that's kind of probably the big stuff, honestly, for that hike.
Yeah. I always think it's funny, some of these parts, like you have all this like detailed endoskeleton, and I'm just going to cover it up as a giant white flat piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I will know that it's super detailed. Oh, shit.
I need these tweezers to assemble this at this rate.
Yep. Oh, no, that's... Oh, when does Mandalorian Season 2 come out?
Fall, I think, is the timeline that was originally set, but
Yeah.
who knows if it's going to be delayed at this rate.
I still heard bits and pieces of like rumors and speculation.
Yeah, there's been things floating around.
Let's see, I know that I just read an article that they are now in the process of filming, or at least continuing filming, The Witcher Season 2.
Yeah, cool. I need to watch that.
Pretty good. Could have been much worse.
I still think it's funny because there was, at the gamers party thing that we did in Texas, there was like over by a bar, there was like a screen with something on it.
They were playing The Witcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a little bit I was like, what is that? It looks pretty high quality, but I don't recognize it.
Yep.
Oh,
they
The
were,
Witcher.
They were watching The Witcher.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely realized after one point because they showed, what's his face?
Geralt.
Yep. I still feel bad I haven't played that series too. I know I'd love it. I was trying to start from the first game, but that's really
Don't
painful.
bother. Don't.
Yeah.
Just skip to Wild Hunt. You'll be fine.
Yep. I own them all.
I've heard first one's not that good. Second one,
Yeah.
the controls are a fucking disaster.
Yep.
Just skip all the way to 3, and if you really, really, really love it, go back and play the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one's clunky as hell because they actually borrowed the same engine from like KOTOR. but they had a lower budget, so and it's just old in general, so like it doesn't look the best. But
Wild Hunt is one of my favorite games of all time.
mm-hmm.
One of the reasons I fully respect CD Projekt Red.
Yep. Yeah, everything they do and everything I've heard and seen in those games.
They did something extraordinary with it, so
Yep.
that's why I'm like, hey, you take as long as you freaking want with Cyberpunk. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm curious what they'll do next. I think there's been rumors of another Witcher game.
This is kind of their main thing, so I would assume that they're primarily focusing on that, unless it's just like
Could be
there's like
another
a little
Cyberpunk or... Yeah, it's hard to say. Because I think now that they did so much Witcher, I think they're kind of wanting to take a break from it, but I don't know for how long.
If you freaking live and breathe it for years and years, you're like, please God, I just don't want to look at it anymore.
Also, I think they covered so much of that story. Like, what else do you do?
Right.
Unless you try to go like a different...
I was going to say
character.
something very unexpected is usually what to do at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, different character, different scenario. Blow up the world.
Yep.
I mean...
I'm always kind of mixed on those because, like, sometimes it's nice to continue the series, but, like, they've already done so much.
Yeah.
I'm fine if they don't do it ever again. Like, I'd almost rather them keep it new and fresh, try something else. Like Cyberpunk.
But are you going to say that about Cyberpunk when they've explored that fully?
Probably, actually. Like, even Metal Gear, like, as much as I love Metal Gear, like, I felt
It's
so
done.
bad for Kojima.
It's done.
Yeah.
At least I hope it is.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like, without him stopping, like, you wouldn't get Death Stranding or any of the other crazy stuff I'm sure he's going to come out with. Oh, did you hear the rumors about what he's working on?
Nope.
So, there were rumors he was going to be working on a PT again, because supposedly Sony maybe bought the rights. But,
Have fun with that.
yeah,
It's basically Silent Hill.
it is. They supposedly bought the rights for Silent Hill, but
That'd be great.
that's been kind of debunked.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. He has admitted that he was working on something,
Okay.
but that fell through. So now he's working on something else, and he's pretty excited about it. But I think it's going to be too early to show,
Oh, yeah.
which doesn't surprise me that much. Is this... Where does this go? Oh, that goes there.
Right.
Where's it going?
gonna lock the camera. Hurt.
Oh no! What are we gonna do? What the hell? Okay, there we go. Okay. I knew that didn't look right. Plunk. Gotta move his kneecap out of the way so I can put his arm up.
Pat says that you are a boss.
Thanks, Pat. It's hot in here.
Are you like the final boss or just like mid-tier boss?
I better goddamn be.
Shit.
Is there somebody outside?
They're in their neighbors.
Oh, gotcha.
I assume that's not being picked up on the mics, but guess we'll find out.
Does it sound like someone's shouting in the background?
This just
Because
doesn't
they
look
are.
right.
He's not the quietest guy, but he's a nice guy.
Oh, okay, that's why it doesn't
completely screwed it up. Okay, I see.
No, I didn't screw it up. It's just like it doesn't
Yet.
look good.
It doesn't look good. Wow.
But it's because two things cover the holes that when you look in the holes, it doesn't look good.
What hole are you looking in? Do I want to?
The hole.
Butt stuff.
PC 9.
9999.
I'll let you know
Oh, gotcha. I just didn't know if you were keeping an eye on it.
if Europe. Well, yeah, because it's basically in my view of
Europe.
of Europe. It's in my view of Europe. Okay, so
The angle for this is like...
Oh. Okay.
Oh, maybe I'm supposed to do... Let me try this.
Yeah, I might finish his legs today. They're very complicated legs. A. Yes. 6 or 7. Here's an option for me.
How thoughtful.
We got the. Oh no, it's the opposite side symbol. Or no, are these different? What the hell?
7 J's. B.
Come back to 18.
J2. C. G. D.
That's completely the same. Sorry.
CGI.
That's hot.
Sorry.
Where do you guys get your models? Apparently there's a place in Independence that specializes just in Gundam models. It's
What the
called
hell?
Build Up Hobby. So,
I
I mean,
think I might have
primarily
heard
we
of
get
that.
these on
Conventions.
Amazon's
Or conventions.
Conventions.
but then
They're up in
There-
shops you guys went
right
to.
there's a hobby shop on
Metcalf.
Metcalf and 103rd
Ish, yeah.
ish.
Kind of close to where that Hooters is.
Yeah, that has. He
You
has
can
a-
find anything. It's by the Hooters.
yeah, he has a section of Gundam models.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's a hobby shop. It's,
Hobby Heaven.
Yeah,
Haven.
That one in Independence sounds cool. I might want to check that out.
But
I've heard of that one.
The guy on
I
Metcalf
haven't
had
been,
a
though.
Amazinger model.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Amazinger Z. But
Yeah,
I don't know
there's-
it, so I didn't buy it.
There's like 1 or 2 that I was thinking about there. I just still have so many models. Plus, again, I like the perfect grades and stuff, which are so expensive.
Yeah, and I would assume not a lot of shops want to stock those.
Well,
'cause
that and just
they might sit there for a while.
even just me justifying buying it for like maybe $200. Like one of these days, I kind of want to get one of the metal ones.
There's one in Gladstone called Hobby Town.
Hobby
Town.
Let's all go
I like,
down to
I
Hobby
like
Town.
how almost all, or pretty much all of these names have the name Hobby in it.
Oh yeah.
But this isn't a hobby, bruh. This is a lifestyle.
Wow.
I just picked up a Master Gundam
Ooh.
from G Gundam series.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm slightly picky, but you almost have to be, at least at first.
J16, J1. Do you need B?
It is sad because I got to the point where like, is this one mine? When we were going through the boxes,
Yeah.
then I ended up giving him a couple.
Which is good because this was my last one. So
Yeah.
now I can be on Shane's level and do those
Yeah, because one of those is a
Really
real
good.
grade.
grades.
Really.
The height, like
Well, one of them's a-
master or
No,
perfect
that.
grades.
One
No,
of them's
Pat-
a
Oh, the real grades?
Pat put
Yeah.
together
Oh,
a really cool one recently. It had a weird name I wasn't familiar with.
What?
Hold on. Pat.
It's
It was
Head assembled.
let me go back.
Except,
My
what is
tip.
it saying? Pull out the chest.
Oh, because I've
receptacle?
already forgotten that freaking Baki on Netflix has season 2 out now, and I need to watch it.
nice.
Why does that come forward? Interesting. Is that supposed to be the
It is.
cockpit?
Probably.
It's
It
kind
was
of
it's called a
weird
high
compartment.
resolution model.
I think that's a newer thing.
Yeah. He put together
He literally just answered that like
immediately as soon as I said it. Yeah, I think his was the Gundam High Resolution Model God Gundam.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It looked pretty fucking killer.
Nice. Yeah, even the real grades are fairly new.
Yeah, here, check that. Here, I'm gonna turn up the brightness on my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I dig them. They've been a fun balance for me.
I like how flexible they are.
Check
That's
that
like
shit
one
out.
of the points.
They still
look
have
at
a
the different
good amount of
like,
detail,
colorful.
but
it's so high
yeah.
resolution
Nice.
in
Like
real
assembled,
life.
it looks killer. It's got the crazy action frame
Yeah,
underneath it, but I think it's an even more detailed action frame because you can. It's super posable.
That's what's nice about the real grades. Most of them are.
But like the foot model and
Oh,
stuff.
nice.
I'm like, holy crap, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
If only they had,
I got
like the old.
the
Well,
head
I guess they do have
on,
Wing Zero.
but I'm missing some
Yeah.
stuff.
If anything, that's
still.
one of the ones that's usually likely to get remade if they
I need
do
to.
it.
Barbatos.
I don't think that's gonna fit on there anymore. We're
just have
not.
to
We're
cram
not
it
gonna
in.
have torso Gundam anymore.
They almost kind of remind me of
No.
Evas
What would
Yeah.
happen to the torso Gundam?
because they're thin-legged and the postures. Oh, that one's neat.
There's this one.
You should do that one, Logan.
There's this one I've been
Bananas.
tempted to do that's big and bulky. I've seen the scene, but I forget which Gundam it is. Cause
I
again,
like how you'd be okay with me dropping $170 on that.
Oh, there's the rest of the sticker
Why you
guide.
gotta talk like that? Why you gotta say shit like that?
See what you started.
Wow, why would you do this?
Because we're engaged, and that's what engaged.
Oh, you feel like you can talk to me like that now. I see.
I hate to break it to you, Sean, but apparently this one also is compatible with full burst mode.
Yep, it's not the same.
I mean,
Yes.
it
Saw
looks kind of the same.
Mine's
Saw
even more fully and bursty.
I guess.
Mine's the bursty.
Yours has a lot more
Mine has
embellishments.
separate missiles.
The
I think mine
burstiest.
does too.
Nice.
They're just in different pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a pose guide for how to like
Oh,
position
nice.
everything
That's
for the
cool.
different modes. At least that's
Pose
what.
guide.
Yeah, I
Pose
mean that's what it seems to be because it's like open this wing to this and then
Mhm.
put this in this angle and
Nice.
railgun
Mine has like
and
a shifty,
wing.
weird little shifty thing on the back.
Two. Where does this go?
Oh, dang it. Yeah, I got it stuck in your head now, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're full. Oh, in there.
I wonder what that's for. Is that the back of the leg?
You
Lame.
did it. You did it, didn't you? What did you break?
XB5?
What did you lose?
Those are big pieces. Holy crap.
So what is everyone's favorite series of the franchise and why?
Oh man.
Well, if you didn't know any of the previous models I've built, they're all from Gundam Wing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was gonna say. I mean, I'm probably classic, and I'd say wing. However, I did really like what I saw of what was it, 80?
Iron-Blooded Orphans?
No,
That
was
the
recent.
80-somethingth mobile team.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
even.
yeah,
I always forget the number.
No, I think
and the problem is, like, we're on 87th Street, so in my brain, I keep wanting to say that, and I'm pretty sure it's not 87th.
Not
I think.
right.
But
It's
anyway, yeah, that one I liked, and the one that I saw
it's
parts of the
something
one
assault
that,
team.
yeah, the
Right.
one that came after Wing.
Seed?
Yeah, Seed.
Yes.
There
The
were
first
parts
part
of
of
Seed that
Seed?
I liked. Yeah,
Seed was super long.
yeah, yeah.
I watched all of Wing, and because that's at the time it was the
Because
big thing.
everyone did.
Yeah, and then
Thanks, Toonami.
saw a lot of Seed because my friend was super into Gundam, and I feel bad because I kind of dropped off after that.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I mean
There are
Again,
some good
They are
series.
they're
Yeah.
very highly involved shows.
they are.
Yeah.
The main thing is I'm not too big on the human drama, and that's a lot of
That's
it.
a lot of it. Yep.
But
I
do
want
like,
robot battles.
Yeah, I do like parts of it. Like, they do have good characters, and the Gundams, and good storylines in general. But yeah, there's definitely some I want to go back and see. Like, is it Strike? Or there's a couple I built enough models from them. I want to at least watch them and know what it was.
Yeah, there's some newer ones that I definitely want to catch up on.
Yeah, I heard Iron Blood Orphans is good.
Yeah. One of my models is from that. I built the Asta. Yeah. It's gonna piss me off because I can't remember which one it was. Astaroth.
Astaroth. No. And to answer your question, I've never.
You've never watched Gundam in your life.
I think I like this is the cool thing. Like, they're cool to build.
Yep.
But I don't really care to watch the show.
I think you could Wing.
I don't think so.
Of
there's
all
a lot
them,
of there's a lot of political drama and stuff in Wing that most people forget about.
It just always feels
and
like
it's
the
really
most accessible.
Dry, but yeah, you're right.
Ellen's trying to say something mean, but nice at the same time.
Well, no, I'm just trying to be that's something Logan I don't think would have the patience for.
If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's fine.
Right. I bet of all the big mech anime, I think Logan would like Big O.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Big O's.
My brother
huge on Big O.
Loves Big O.
Yeah.
Loves it.
I get what people like about it. It felt kind of derivative of others, but I think that was kind of the point. It was kind of a throwback to some of that
and
style.
It was the noir type of story. That was very, very good.
Some of the setting.
What about Robotech?
Robotech. Yeah, Robotech's decent. It also has some political stuff.
It's also really, really, really old.
Kinda, yeah.
That's me.
You're really old. I mean, you could even argue certain things like, what is it called? What's the one with like the driller robot that's really funny?
Oh, Gurren Lagann?
Gurren Lagann.
I fucking love that show.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That one maybe, just because it's way out there.
It is. That one, man, I love that show. Wow, it was so good.
And the main girl is like, large assets. That's like 14 or whatever.
Yeah, and she carries a sniper rifle around.
Yep. Yeah, I started that. I need to get back to it someday.
Oh man, it's so good. Keep with it.
No. It's initial D or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. You watched Samurai Champloo with me.
Well, I mean, there's been other ones. Like, I really like Darker Than Black. And
yes, you did very much like that one.
And
it got a little sad after. Like, I wasn't as big into this. Well, no, just like, it wasn't.
All I know is that I'm really happy
it started really
that
good.
I've watched the first season, quote unquote, of Sword Art.
Wow.
And I can be like, this is why I hate the show.
Sure. As much as I do like Sword Art, I do see there's a lot of problems with it. So.
It's just,
Well, and it's gotten really generic now. I'm really behind.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I didn't stick with it, because then it's just
I think part of it is I like the ideas from it. Like, it really did kind of start off, or restart, because it's kind of old in a way. The whole sucked into another world
video
isekai
game. Sucked into a video game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's typically called isekai.
I mean, like, I liked
Sword Art
the
just
first.
got weird.
I liked the first few episodes, and then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make this super romantic-y bullshit."
That's what's always weird to me is
we're
like
gonna
just that you don't like the romance.
We're gonna
part.
adopt this character as our child, and
she's an AI.
It's like, hey, okay, that's
right. And then it was like, "Oh, I'm gonna marry this chick who's in a coma."
It's just weird.
And then he's all like, "No, you can't, because like we're in love in this game."
Well, he was also just a creep, but yeah.
But
it was tough.
So. I mean, the fact that I've been so invested into
I'm surprised the fact that it has a love story is what gets you, and like you can't watch most anime then. Like,
no, it was there was just literally hardly any transition between, hey, we're young kids stuck in a video game and we're gonna get married and have a kid now.
Well,
and you're like, what?
The problem to me is the entire first season was like really compact. Like it was supposed to be happening over like a 2 or 3 year period. So they kind of just skipped over a lot of it. If they would have known it was going to be this popular, they would have drawn that out for like 3 years. But yeah.
I think I put this together, right?
Does this need to go on the other side? Wait a second.
No, but I'm surprised I've been so invested in My Hero.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
Yeah, I think in general you'd probably like that style of shonen, which is like just beat 'em up type stuff.
Yeah, and it has a very good emotional human element, but that is very much a shonen.
Very.
Very much a shonen thing. But their execution of it is the best that's been in a long time.
Sure.
Which is why it's so successful.
It's a lot more positive than some of the previous ones too.
I think I'm too scared to watch the second season of One Punch Man. Just because the first season was so just beautifully perfect.
So I've been reading the manga. The manga is still awesome. The thing I worry about is, I don't know why they picked a whole different studio, and I've heard issues with it.
That was a beautiful, wonderful.
You should read the manga
series.
if you haven't yet.
Incredible.
The manga is amazing.
Thank you. Is that incredible?
Because, like, for one, the manga, they just put so much damn effort into the quality.
I guess one thing that I need to watch is the Mob Psycho 100.
Yes, that's very good. That would
I started it, but I don't remember why I didn't finish it.
Because that's gotten a couple seasons. I need to get back to that. I started the second season.
H2?
It takes some of the ideas from that, but it's still a very different setup and story.
Yeah.
And the thing they did really well with that, I think, is they kept One's original style.
Yeah.
The original manga.
Kind of simplistic.
Yeah, but like
goofy.
Jazzed it up in this really cool, like, stylistic way. So yeah, like when things get crazy, it gets all sketchy and like prismatic and stuff. So I need N and H and PC. Jesus, foot's gonna be crazy. Six.
I also never finished Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I really need to start that. It looked really good. From
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of the episodes.
Yep.
But I have not finished it. And I know that one exploded in popularity too.
Yeah. It is interesting since I've been reading so much manga. Like, I've started to see like ones that are now getting shows. So it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh yeah, I like that one. I'm glad I got a show.
There, I have
the power.
an arm with no hand.
Congratulations.
Except I am adding a hand now.
We're now armed.
Congratulations.
N18. Oh my god, this thing. Oh, it's 13. 18.
You just hit me.
Oh, damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, some of the shows I've not been too big into, though, recently. I've been a little more picky. Plus, it's getting hard again because I still subscribe to Crunchyroll, even though I haven't been using that much recently. But a lot of stuff's still exclusive to, like, Netflix or Amazon or Funimation.
You should be watching.
Mm-hmm. You should have made a better streaming service.
Oh, shit.
Shots fired.
I don't even know what that means, and it's funny.
I assume it's gotten better, but yeah, I tried it when it first started just to give him a shot, and man, it was barely functional at
34 and
times.
B4. So B4.
Excuse
That was a cute little noise.
Did you guys hear that? It was like a
Beep.
duh. Shane, you haven't really been saying anything.
I'm
been
I'm
focused.
concentrating. I'm putting together the beam railgun things.
Do exactly
Exactly.
as I do. Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly as you do. Yeah, I guess that's one game we're looking forward to.
Oh, yeah.
The SpongeBob
Yeah,
Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
I was looking at games recently and saw that.
Yep. Should be really good.
There's a bunch of Japanese games I'm really curious about, but I haven't heard anything since nobody's talking about shit.
What the fuck?
There's actually a couple of Japanese RPGs. I'm curious.
Mm.
Honestly, I think it's too soon, but the team that worked on Persona 5 and 3 and 4 are supposedly doing a fantasy RPG, which they teased before.
Oh.
Looks really good. Again, it's as much as I love Persona, I'm glad to see them kind of branch out because I want to see what they can do with this. Yeah, I got Persona Royal. I got to start that game over again. Oh, man.
Yes. This piece that I clipped off forever ago that was the wrong one, I can finally put in its right spot.
In its rightful place.
Yeah.
What is it? Did I do this right?
Get in. Did I do this right?
Probably.
Okay, so the hand is definitely not there. There we go. Ha! I have an arm.
Oh, I'm at the middle of my book.
Dude, this
You
freaking
have the right
piece.
to bear arms.
This freaking piece. I almost might need to just glue it because it's like you place it in there,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have enough pinch on anything to
Yeah.
stay.
I've had a couple like that. I think we still have some glue.
There we go. I have an
Do you
arm.
want
I
to
haven't
show it
hopped
on
in
the
all yet.
close-up cam?
Oh, yeah. Further back.
Yeah.
Nice. Very armored.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
Rearmed.
Oh no!
What'd you screw up?
I think there was supposed to be a sticker on his eyes.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of one of those important parts.
No.
He's just soulless eyes. There's
Don't
no
take
pilot
off my
in him.
head. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, did it in fairness?
Yes.
Son of a bitch, it did.
Yes.
They're usually pretty good about that.
That's a pretty important part on any gun.
It's probably one of those things that has exclamation points and little
Yeah.
Yeah.
pay attention.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Oh, PC7.
Here.
What's up? Is there any?
Is there anything we can do? This goes like that. No, like that. Like that.
Like this, or like that, or like this, and
Like this, and like that, and like this, Santa.
We could do this. We could do that.
and then Logan pops in some fat voice line.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Admittedly, I'm not being quite as careful as I should be with this guy.
There's an exclamation point. It
What does
needs
it
to be
mean?
in that specific direction.
Careful. Careful. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Yes. Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know what's going on.
It's when you get the freaking eyeballs on this very tiny face
Oh,
on the
yeah.
first shot.
Nice.
That's what.
That feeling. When
That
you-
feeling when you're like, oh my god. See, now he looks cool because now he looks like he's wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
So now he's like, so
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, 8-bit eyeballs. He's upside down. Yes, it is. Damn it. There we go. He has slight heels.
Yeah, my feet have.
Oh,
lines,
yeah.
so-
You know, you gotta get that nice calf and whatnot.
Heck yeah.
oh my god, I hate this stupid piece. It's this piece right here. Like this one comes off like
Oh,
super
yeah,
easy.
the crown thing.
Yeah, for some reason, if it doesn't fit right, it turns into a giant piece of shit.
Yeah, that's.
Well, it's like the like indent that it goes into is a hair wider,
Oh,
so it doesn't grip it,
yeah.
so it just falls out.
Don't know, yeah. That's good.
Okay, so just to do a quick glance, did I screw up any other stickers? I did screw up. Where does this one go? Oh, hey, good. I don't need to take apart anything for that one.
HC and 4.
Come on. Come on. There we go. Am I going to do this on the first try too?
Oh,
Second try?
57th try.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, sweet. Damn it!
What have you done
It's the stupid crown thingy. Came off.
again?
I mean, at least luckily it's super easy to put back on, but still. It's still a pain in the ass. Alright, did I miss any other stickers? Now I got that one, I remember, and that one. Okay, that's it.
These are symmetrical. I remove this. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't go in there. How does this work?
That sucks. I'm probably not going to use this piece. It's like
Maybe
it looks
do?
like a visor piece. There was a lot of when I was looking at what pieces I'm not using, there was quite a bit on this one.
Oh, 17 and 18. Okay. I did miss that then.
Oh, now I am using it. All right. Oh, dope. All right, sweet.
Super dope.
Oh man, I totally. That's why it's not sticking on there,
What'd you do?
because there's another piece that goes in front of it to hold it. There's nothing.
I know, I was just reading what it says.
As you can tell, Logan's very detail oriented. Nothing gets past him.
No, nothing. Sharp as a tack.
I mean, are those 1 and 1/4,
Excuse me.
144, or 1 and 100 scale?
Pretty sure these are 144.
I'm pretty
that
sure
we're working
most
on.
of these are all 144. This is
Mine is a master grade, so I know it's a different scale.
no,
One
Yours,
100.
yours is 100,
Yeah.
but I think these are probably.
40,
Well, yours is a
140.
master grade, so you might be 100 as well.
Yeah.
I think most master grades
It's
are
down there.
100.
I think it's taller than I.
100.
Yeah, I think these are
Where am I?
144s.
Oh, jeez.
Usually so. Yeah, 144.
Yeah.
It says in the symbol.
So 144 and 100s.
That's right. We got a higher. Oh, no, it's
Okay.
higher score.
Yeah. he has
So
a
these
higher
are
score.
these are like actual shades that he wears.
What?
This Gundam thing.
Are you
guy did.
serious?
Yes.
He wears shades.
Well, they're like it's like a visor,
Well, he
but
didn't say it's a visor.
but they're I'm pretty much they're like shades.
Oh,
Oh
I
shit!
don't. I
there it
highly
goes.
doubt that
What did
Gundams
you-
go to Sunglass Hut.
Well, I'm gonna spend some time to go find that piece
So much for those shades.
because it just shot out. It's
You know-
also transparent.
Awesome. Well, it's gone.
Did you see where it went?
No. I mean, my biggest worry was
And
that
it's
I
gone.
wanted to make sure it didn't fall into my monster
And
can.
did
'Cause
it?
that would be no.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, where is it? Oh, I drank it.
Gonna need to go to the doctor.
The monster just starts
24.
eating away at the plastic.
Oh,
No.
dissolving.
All right.
shit.
How does this
Don't break it. Don't break it.
fucking work? Oh, what? Oh, I see. Okay. Got it.
F10.
Well,
Oh,
I'm gonna go make an ass of myself now.
Don't step on it, whatever you do.
Attempt to try to find it.
Do I need to like black out the camera for a moment while you
Maybe you should switch it to the front one, or to the.
we're still in the corner, but yeah, sure. Here, let's take a close-up look again at
and then not point.
well, yeah, just here, this is what I've been working on so far. And
Here, I can put my torso up there, I suppose.
yep. There you go. Yep. Nice. Ooh, hey. Snap this down. Okay.
How's it going under there?
Did it fall into here? Or? How small is it?
It's like roughly this size,
Wow.
except it's flat and it's
And
transparent.
and clear.
Awesome. Well, we could get out the vacuum then.
Mm,
I feel like we have almost like a home shopping network set up.
Oh yeah.
Whereas like we have the close-up camera. Look at this nice jewelry.
We just need like a price going.
Yeah.
Here
This lot's going for
and a countdown.
$29.99. Two easy payments of $29.99.
Let's see, 13, 14.
okay, let's see.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
What?
What? You got it?
I've got it in my knee.
Oh.
Did you break it?
Did you
Okay.
screw it up?
Nope, but it hurt.
Cool.
Hey, you found it. By whatever means necessary.
Why did it hurt?
Where did it? There it is. Yeah, that's. That's
Don't.
what it
Let's not do that again.
Go
Wow.
Around, go around with your knee detector.
Try really hard not to lose that again.
Okay, so these are what clips onto his waist.
I've lost my keys. Have you tried jamming your knee into it?
I figured he was gonna walk off and it was gonna get stuck in his foot,
Nah.
like a Lego. Ah, Jesus Christ!
Oh, the pain.
I'm putting the buff calves on right now.
Oh yeah.
Trim and fit.
There we go. It's his little visor
Where?
on his head.
That tiny flat
Oh,
clear
wow.
piece that he.
Huh? That's pretty cool actually. It looks spiffy.
It probably looks better since I put the sticker where you're supposed to.
It's possible. What?
Oh, never mind. I thought when I'm hearing rolling plastic,
I mean, in general, that's not a good sign.
but
So
it's her
Really?
clips that are.
Really, it's me just launching tiny specks of plastic at him whenever I trim.
nice. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So see,
That's a nice little,
So you can at least do arm wrestling.
he's
now.
got his hip pieces attached, and these like fold up.
Whoa!
So there's like,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Those
cool.
are guns that he can shoot.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Out of the
part of
hips.
the.
I've
it's
seen
part of the
part of that.
stuff
of
that folds up. But yeah.
Yeah, Freedom would be another one would be good to watch.
I don't know, man. Why doesn't anybody want to put together the one that's a Gundam riding a fucking unicorn?
Yeah,
You've seen that, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's
You
a
have
model.
a unicorn, don't you?
No,
No.
it is riding a robot unicorn.
Right, but is that not Unicorn
No.
Gundam?
No,
Oh, I
because
thought
Unicorn
that was
Gundam
related.
has like a big long.
I thought it was related.
It might be. I don't know.
I mean,
don't
I
know.
haven't
I just saw
seen
the
the
kit
series
for it. I'm
either.
like, this is how is this possibly Gundam related?
Well, they
It's
have all
riding
their-
literally a
We're
unicorn.
probably at a decent.
I was
point.
wondering.
Yeah.
I got one leg.
No, we must
Yeah.
continue.
I can almost finish the other leg.
Well, let's
More.
line up everything that we got assembled.
Look at those sexy
Just
heels.
random body parts.
Yeah. Hey, it works. Try to get them to all balance
You're,
without falling over. Yeah, I'm gonna move these in a second. Yep, that's. I was afraid of.
I've got some feet right here, and I'm working on the legs.
There you go.
Yeah, the
Your
balance
arm.
on that's
Yeah.
gonna be the best I can do for now.
Close enough.
So yeah, let's take a look at what we got.
This is just like,
Yep, there we go.
oh boy. All right.
Nope, a little more.
It just tip it.
Screenshot.
Yep. That was
Yeah,
my
it's
really
Yeah,
good,
work
really
it,
good.
baby. Work that leg.
Yep.
Work it.
It's like,
Da, 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 da.
yep.
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 Very cool.
Well, appreciate everybody hanging out
Yeah.
with us,
Yep.
and
Very exciting.
If you joined the stream late and you missed some of the videos we showed of some behind the scenes of the next build of Konsui Fighter, be sure to watch the replay of the stream at the beginning to get caught up to speed on that.
Heck yeah.
And we'll probably have some info on our plans for the next stream here in the next week or two. So
Oh, now that I think about it, I assume we announced we're not going to any other conventions, right?
Oh yeah.
I guess we.
what conventions could we even
I
go
know.
to?
Right,
I
that's
know.
the point.
But just to say,
Yeah,
we-
for this year, I think we're done with our conventions, and we'll have to see what the game plan is for next year.
yep. I mean,
It's
in
how
a
that
way it
even
works.
plays out. Yeah.
We'll probably have more done by then, whatnot.
Yeah.
Just annoying. Oh well. It is what it is, as my boss likes to say.
Yeah. I mean, hey, better to be safe in the situation than sorry.
Yeah, and there's more serious stuff going on in general.
Yes.
It would just be nice if we could all just have more fun.
So, with that, Logan,
So long.
send us off.
Farewell.
As
Amazing.
only Logan
Good
can.
night.
Is
Oh
that-
wow.
Doing a
No.
comic
Was that a
no,
wipe?
No.
That was
We
a-
got it. Come on. We got to coordinate this here. 3, 2, 1, go.
What?
He's got to do the send off.
I do. What's the send off?
What
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Like,
Right.
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Ring that friggin' bell.
If you like something, leave it in the comments. And otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.